you see the live stream arrest? Oh, dude, it was great. I mean, great, relative.
Recording.
It was it's like, there it is. That's the closing chapter of this saga, basically.
I think we're live too.
We're going live right now.
Live?
We're live.
Oh,
Stop talking about it.
Okay, yeah.
Unless you want to be.
Oh, he was also in Brain Scan. You see Brain Scan? You've seen Brain Scan, right?
I have not seen Brain Scan.
Hello.
Edward
Should I
Furlong
see
movie.
Brain Scan?
Written by Andrew Kevin Walker of Seven fame.
Sick.
It's about Edward Furlong playing like a deadly video game, something like that.
Did you see Boss Level?
Yeah.
I like Boss Level.
That was fun.
Oh, I'm gonna take a picture so we can put it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Okay. Smile.
Wow, so we're live to the internet right now.
If you can believe it.
No, the intranet.
Yeah, this
Only
is
our
just going
security guard can watch.
Just people in the building.
That hurt my own ear. Oops.
Careful, don't spoil the background.
We should sync this time too.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I.
Ooh.
Sorry, just go to G, editor.
Just
Go to G.
Just do a right click clap.
Why?
That's what you do. That's the only way to sync if you're
Johnny.
alone.
It's warm in here. How did it get so warm in here, guys?
Because we've been
Nut.
doing
Climate
bits.
change.
Patrick and I have been doing
my
bits
buddy.
for the last 2 hours.
We've been riffing
More
all
than that.
day. Yeah.
Lots of recordings.
Is
All
this
morning.
working?
Doesn't look like the light's on. Check that one.
Plugged in.
See if this one works. That other controller that's just sitting on the ground.
This one looks pro.
I like to have a little heft to my controller, a little weight.
Ooh.
I got a wireless mouse and it feels like nothing, and I'm like, I don't know. What if I'm like trying to swipe on something and I just lose it? It
This
just hits
Well,
the
that's
wall.
you got to get the wireless mouse like what I have, where it has the weights that you put inside it.
Yeah.
You feel like a loser, but then it's
It
nice.
makes sense. It fixes the brain.
Don't
Yeah.
switches or something have like this much of a thing that come off of it? That's supposed to be the joystick or the controller. Am I crazy?
Oh, fuck.
You're a Switch man.
I didn't start
figured you could
recording
help.
the
Yeah,
audio.
the controllers come off
Oh,
the side
no.
of the Switch.
But then don't they become like really small and light?
Oh wait, we didn't transfer the
Well, I
audio.
mean, they're
either
just
for the
really
last woo-woo.
generally they are small because it's like basically if you took the controller in half.
I gotta start the recordings over
Okay.
because I didn't start the audio.
But yeah,
Can you
they
stop the
come off,
recordings as
and then
well?
you have the little buttons.
Well, there's no way to that. I'm just saying
It's
that.
fine,
You know,
'cause
like,
I'm gonna
yeah,
you
restart
find
the
it
game.
annoying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
Okay.
never play the Switch that way.
Oh, okay.
But you can stick it into another controller that does have some heft.
Got it.
Where does this audio go? For woo-woo.
Oh, just it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about transferring it off right now. Just put the card back in and create a new project.
I'm gonna restart the game.
Hit exit or yeah. All right.
Load or save?
What's that? Yeah.
Hey guys,
And then go
It's
up
some
and
behind
then
the
hit
scenes.
project on the upper right. And then we are ready to start recording. What is that book? What's down there?
1 second.
1 second after. What is this
Oh,
doing?
with a forward by Newt Gingrich.
Really?
I was in the inside gaming office for
William
years.
R. Fortune. Oh, takes place in North Carolina. All right. 1 second after the story. No,
What?
Okay.
my brain farted when I was trying
Okay,
to
you
do it.
started rolling there.
Yep.
Oh, and then we just didn't cut there. You haven't cut.
Huh?
Oh.
On these?
Yeah, please, and thank you.
You have to label it. It's going to say woo woo.
What?
Never mind.
I know it says that every time for me, and I always have to rename it because I'm an idiot.
All right.
All right, we're good.
Okay, I'm gonna clap. Wait, I'm not gonna click out of the game.
A man struggled to save his family and his small North Carolina town after America loses a war that sends our nation back to the Dark Ages. A war lost because of
Literally?
a terrifying weapon, an electromagnetic pulse, EMP, that may already be in the hands of our enemies.
What?
But if it's in the Dark Ages...
Yeah.
Don't. Well,
do they mean literally
we're
the
in the
Dark
Dark Ages. Our enemies are still.
Months before publication, 1 second after, was cited So wait, hold on.
Is that my LaCroix or yours?
That's
This
mine.
book-
That's
Okay.
yours.
Of the back of it, only the top part
Why
is
is
appears to be
mine
a
over
summary
there?
of the book,
Look, I
and the
don't
rest
know.
of it is just talking about the book. Because
kidding,
it
that one's mine.
deals with
Okay.
EMPs. I don't understand. So the man, he's struggling to save his North Carolina town, which I guess priorities.
Yeah.
After America loses the war that sends them to the Dark Ages,
Yes.
a
No
war
technology.
was lost because of a terrifying weapon, an EMP,
Yeah.
that may already be in the hands of our enemies.
That's an
But
ambulance driver.
It seems like
wouldn't
it, yeah, it'd already
imply
be
that
in
it
the-
was?
Yeah,
It was used
'cause-
against them. Otherwise, you accidentally shot your own foot off. Also, if it's the Dark Ages, there's no electricity, and so an EMP is worthless.
Well,
This book
no, but that's what they're
is
saying.
lies.
It's poorly written, but I think I understand. It's so they have the EMP. They've already done it, so they're in the Dark Ages. The damage is done. So it's just a really poorly written. Like that's not the threat anymore.
Oh.
The EMP.
But it's written in such a way that it really makes it seem
You're
like
right.
the big bad is the EMP,
You're right.
and we got to stop them from getting this EMP.
And that's on the fault. Of,
Otherwise, they're going to send us to now.
is that not working?
That cable doesn't work, I think.
My.
I
feel like we
books don't make sense.
What's the last book you read, Ryan? And why is there so much paper towel in your pocket? Answer the questions
little on
in
it
the
all
order that
times.
I proposed them.
All right. The last book I actually read was the autobiography of Samuel Fuller,
these are
old
working,
filmmaker. And that was, I want to say, I swear to God, 9 to 10 years ago.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's the
Keep
last
busy.
book that you read? Was
I have. I don't.
a decade ago?
that's
right.
why I watch movies. I'm a movie man. I watch the
Second
movie
question: why is there
adaptation.
so much paper towel in your pockets?
I don't know. This has been a lifelong curse of mine, where I was always the kid and like I just would like come and I'd be like they'd be like, oh yeah, why do you have all this paper towels and tissue in your pockets? And I think it's just I collected through the day and I
Yeah.
don't, or I just like will take one and and I like blow my nose and I forget about it and then I just stuff it in there.
Do you think it might be cursed that maybe you don't you don't remember blowing your nose? Maybe there's a witch who put a curse on your family,
Oh,
and
shit.
now you are cursed to generate paper towels in your pockets.
I don't believe in witchcraft, James.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
You don't?
What about
No.
ghosts?
Wizardry.
Ghost schools.
Did you ever read
never seen my
Rebel Without a
Witchcraft.
Crew?
Oh yeah, Robert Rodriguez making.
Did you read that book?
I read that book,
Got it.
but that was in college. So it was like 2004.
I read that. I read that book as well.
2005.
My favorite part was when he was said that he was struggling trying to finish the script for El Mariachi,
Just so for the editor, the sink is here.
and he said that he happened to be
have to
working on
sync
the
the
same
gameplay,
lot
too.
as Quentin Tarantino, who was working on I don't remember what
C,
film it was.
D.
It was Pulp Fiction.
Was it Pulp
I
Fiction?
remember.
H.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I watched Pulp Fiction, or I watched Quentin Tarantino, write on his typewriter making Pulp Fiction.
So there's a point in this book where he goes, and so he just seemed like he was having the easiest time writing. So I went and asked him how he was doing it. And Quentin Tarantino gave me the best writing advice I've ever gotten from anyone in this whole town.
What
End
was?
chapter, new chapter. So the script to El
So it just
Mariachi
doesn't-
was finished. And I went, what the fuck? Are you insane, Bobbert?
So he just doesn't cover it.
He doesn't discuss it.
He doesn't give
He goes.
you the
He
good writing advice?
literally. I encourage all of you to find this book, and
Okay.
and read this because it literally goes. He gave me the best advice on writing I've ever gotten ever. End chapter. Begin new chapter. New topic. And I went, what the fuck are you crazy?
You think you're gonna actually give that up to the people though? I mean,
Don't
you got
mention it.
right.
It's
Otherwise-
a secret. You don't mention it. You don't say I have a secret.
But it's cool though because
You're gonna get El Mariachis every 6 months if you give that secret away.
If you listen, if you have kids and you're trying to hide their Christmas presents, you don't say, "Hey kids, got your Christmas presents? They're somewhere in the house. It's October."
But if you wanted to look really cool to the kids, wouldn't you say, "Hey, guess what, kids? I met Santa Claus and he told me exactly what you're gonna get." I'm not gonna tell you though because I know Santa and
that's
you
the
don't.
thing.
Ha 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 ha
the
ha.
kids could possibly find the presents. We're not ever gonna find his secret.
I'm gonna find
Unless he
Quentin
tells us.
Tarantino.
Yeah, I'm gonna find Quentin Tarantino.
There's no risk. What you're proposing is a no risk scenario, right?
Yeah, how's there a risk in your scenario?
The kids might find the presents. You're encouraging them to go seek them out. What if I read this book and I said I'm gonna find Quentin and I'm gonna wring his fucking neck until he?
Yeah, you're gonna tie him up with a car battery and electrocute his nipples
I'm
until
gonna
he
dress
tells you
my
the
feet
best
up
advice.
real nice. hang them outside of an alley that I know he goes by the
Irresistible.
Buena Vista Theater or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to hang it out the alley, and then he's going to see it, and he's going to, I need a piece of that. And he's going to, like a little rat, he's going to
Yep.
scamper
Start
over there.
nibbling.
And as soon as he goes after my feet, I'm going to put the hook around his neck, pull him in, and go tell me your secrets from Rebel Without a Crew.
I went to a screening of Raising Arizona at the New Beverly with Edgar Wright had a film festival thing, and Quentin Tarantino was there. And some guy went up to the front and asked Edgar Wright for an autograph, and Quentin Tarantino was just like, I don't know. We're signing stuff. I don't want to. This is a bad precedent. No one had asked him for an autograph, and he's just like freaking out, complaining about autographs.
Well, you know.
And Edgar Wright is just like, oh, of course, love. Anything for my fans.
Rip to the Coen Brothers, by the way. Rest in peace.
You know what?
We're never getting another Coen Brothers movie.
They
ever
had
again.
maybe
What,
the
did they
best
retire?
run of anyone. So
Ethan apparently isn't interested in movies anymore.
yeah,
You grow out
It's
of it.
fine.
I mean, when you've made a lot of bangers, I can see,
Yes.
Mark McGuire probably got tired of hitting home runs.
exactly.
You never get tired of hitting home runs.
It's like,
or
look,
making bangers.
when you're the absolute best at what you do, and you have no peers because you've surpassed them all, why keep doing it?
Which is why I'd like to formally announce this is my last
I knew
GTA
that was
video.
coming. I knew.
Oh, no.
I was just like, you set him up and
Thank
he
you,
knocked him
everybody.
down.
Well,
Thank you very much.
I guess
It's been
that's
a
our
great
jobs
run.
gone.
Anyways, we're gonna play some GTA.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
And guess
yeah,
what? Yeah, you're
we'll
still
play video
here.
games.
I am
We're
here.
gonna play
Well, yeah,
some
for this,
GTA.
but this
This
is
one, yeah, this-
starting
this is
now.
Guess what?
goodbye.
Starting now.
You get to start because you're the one who always takes over, so you should just
'Cause you
kick
get
us off.
Wait, do
frustrated.
you mean take over like gameplay wise or
Yeah.
topic wise?
Okay. Yes.
Oh,
all of it.
all right. Okay.
So here we
is
go.
this a race?
This is a death match.
Oh,
You
no.
know,
Oh,
I
death.
got
I
a couple
love
comments,
death.
Oh,
and they
no.
were like, you know that you can do a death match too,
Who
right?
said this to
helpful.
you?
They're
Who
so
said this to you,
helpful.
Lindsay? Community people?
yeah.
They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Mr.
Death
Mr.
matches are terrible.
Why do you read comments
Mr.
in that
FH
weird
Lover
voice?
169, Mr. FH GTA Gameplay Lover said that. So yeah, look at this. Cool. This is cool. Look at where
yes,
you are.
Tron.
death.
Have you
Yeah, it's
ever
trying.
commented on a YouTube video?
I have, yeah.
You
I
have.
just commented on one the other day, actually.
What kind of things do you say? Are you a nice YouTube
Yeah,
commenter?
of course I'm nice. Well, I also don't have the anonymity of it all.
You
Well,
can't
could
be
make
a dick.
burner.
Yeah, you don't have like a
Oh, we
burner
know you
YouTube
have
account.
10 fucking accounts that are hidden.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to gain subscribers on just one of them. Out like a light.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Wait, why don't you just buy them?
Yeah, you can buy
What,
subs.
Buy burner subs? I never
Yeah,
thought
buy
about
subs.
that before.
Burner subs.
I've always been holding out
Buy
that someone
dogs.
would buy. Oh, I almost got you. Someone would buy subs for me. You know, because
They
you
should-
can't
if
go
they
out
were
there. You
fans,
can't
real
go
fans.
out there and have that record of that email saying like, "Hey, can you buy me 1 million
Well,
followers on Twitter?"
That's when you get a
But-
burner email for the burner subs.
We
They'll
just
find the burners. You can't burner for forever.
It's fine.
Oh.
we just reopened the PO box, so send your burner subs our way. James needs them.
Yeah, I'm saying. Well, I'm just saying like when you get like bot followed on Twitter and you're like,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
have 1 billion Twitter followers,
Mm-hmm.
except when I tweet something, people just no one responds.
Do you guys know anybody personally
Your
who has
tw- you
actually
might just
bought
not be funny.
followers?
No, I don't.
Not confirmed. I have my suspicions.
Really? Ooh, teases.
Elise,
suspicions.
I assume.
Yeah,
Elise.
that's Elise.
Yeah, well, there was a mysterious charge on your credit card, so.
How expensive is it to buy followers?
Probably not that
I
expensive.
bet you cheap.
Probably cheap, right?
So
bet you
I
can
don't
get
remember
them
how
in
much
bulk,
it is, but one
baby.
of my friends told me she's not in this industry. She's in another industry that needs followers, and she legit told me that.
Furniture making.
Yeah, she said I bought
She's a
my
cobbler.
followers for. she cobbler.
She's a cheese maker.
Is it? And that just blew my mind. I was like, I
How
didn't
much?
think I knew
How much
anybody.
was it?
I don't remember what she told me. She
just wanna
was
know
like
what to expect
5,000
from people.
followers or something, but I think it was like $50.
Yeah,
50
I mean,
bucks, that's it for
that's nothing.
5,000
it,
followers?
It takes literally nothing.
I
to
could be
make an
making that
account
up. I
and follow
don't
someone.
remember the price, but
Well, yeah, if you were going to do it manually, if I was going to sit around until it ended
Oh my God.
to make 5,000 email addresses so that I could do
you
that.
just do a
You used
script.
No,
Done
you
once.
just.
That would just be you'd just write a script to do that.
Like a movie script?
Yeah, like a movie
Well, you
script.
just did a bunch of people in China just make a thing or whatever.
Typing away furiously.
But it doesn't
and
matter,
The
you got
Coen
no
brothers
engagement.
Will direct my followers, my fake followers movie.
Not anymore, god damn it.
Who cares about the numbers if no one's talking to you? You say a joke online, no one cares. Did you even make a joke? Was it even funny?
You want the social currency. You want somebody to
Yeah.
go, like,
What am I,
hey,
um,
what's your name? Oh, it's Ryan. Oh, let me look you up real quick. Ooh, 1 million followers?
I'm trying to. What
How
am I trying
much
to
was
trick?
that?
HBO
You must
Max?
be rich.
I have seen a lot of people lately that are like, listen, it's not enough just to follow and like stuff every once in a while. You need to be retweeting.
You need to be
You know, it's like,
engaging.
what?
I need to get my
here's-
engagement
What the fuck are we
up.
doing here?
We're
It's Twitter.
We're very
Who
much.
gives a
This
shit?
is all inside
whatever you
industry
want.
baseball. No one cares about this
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Right.
But the only thing that matters, if you're out there and you want to support creators, the only thing that matters is if they have a tweet that says #ad in it, you like it. That's the only thing that matters. No other tweet matters.
Pro tips.
I would rather have more engagement on a sponsored tweet than anything else, because that's the fucking shit that I
That's
feel the
how you
worst
get the
about.
bag, yeah.
And it makes that
No,
money.
you shouldn't feel bad. They're brands.
Are you trying not to shoot anybody?
You
Yeah.
did what you were paid for.
He's
Yeah.
just
Because
bonking them.
punching is a one-hit kill. So if I can get close, if I can get up on him, then I just punch him. It's going to be way easier than trying to aim over Lindsay's shoulder.
But we're losing.
How much?
But
I
we're
can't see the
losing
score.
by 9.
Yeah, we're losing by 9.
And it's
Oh.
because you haven't been shooting.
Is that helpful?
I don't
Try
think
not
it's.
to get in front of.
Oh, there you go.
And James, the tweets you're referring to are the
Wow.
like, ladies, get
Wow,
this
look at that aim.
vibrator, right?
Look at that aim.
Like the plush octopus.
Wow.
That's why I don't shoot.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's something that aiming was shitty at first, but then there was a point where I'm literally blasting him with 1,000 lasers, the force of 1 million suns, and he just looked at me.
Wow, that gun sucks.
Almost
Punch
got
his
you.
ass. We don't shoot anymore. We punch.
Is it over? No, 40.
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah, just go in the corner and hide in the black.
40 minutes.
Hide in the abyss.
40 minutes.
Oh, yeah. See ya.
That's a kill. That's mine.
Uh-huh. I saw the little number go up. It was exciting.
It's probably because you don't.
Whoa!
I just now recognize that these are, or realize that these are a bunch of slot machines in this Tron world.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
bet.
hell yeah.
Oh, my
Oh.
God.
Which, by
That's
the way,
it.
I
Fourth place.
Fourth place.
I rode my bike to the Hollywood Park Casino the other day. That was it was bad when I figured
Cool.
out I could do that. That's
Yeah, that's probably not good
That's
for you.
probably
It's not going to be
They
good
only
for
have tables and stuff
What are you
there, though,
playing?
right?
huh?
What are you playing?
Some
More.
blackjack, baby.
And you've gone every night since?
I don't.
I wanna
We
try.
can go to the next
Do you,
topic.
do you,
Oh, you have.
lock up
So you
your
two-
bike.
you-
So you bike there,
Mhm.
and then you lock your
No,
bike
the-
up,
the-
and you get off
yeah,
your
the-
bike, and you walk into the casino.
Yeah.
They must say someone up there from the penthouse looks down and goes, "Here comes the high roller."
The whales are here.
Someone,
The whale just.
get the pit bosses on the horn. Send someone down and offer them free drinks in a room. We got a big spender coming in. Anything we can do. Oh, but we have a Chinese businessman coming in. I don't care about the Chinese
him.
businessman. This guy just locked up his bicycle outside.
You didn't see that Huffy walk
And he
up?
didn't
Roll up?
even do the lock thing where he locks his front tire to the frame to the thing. He doesn't care.
Hey, it's a nice Huffy.
Yeah.
I believe you.
The weather's been nice, and I've been biking a little bit more, and it's great. Actually, just maybe it's today supposed to get my thing that I can put my phone on it. A
Ooh,
little
so you
thing
can-
that I can
nice.
put my
Oh,
phone on
yeah.
it. Because my phone is sometimes too uncomfortable when it's in my pocket and I'm biking, especially
Yeah.
if you're wearing shorts. Because I mean, why wouldn't you try and enjoy that summer weather?
That's why you should get some big jeans.
Like the ones that
Big
flare at
jeans.
the bottom.
Oh yeah.
The ones that,
When
that
they
are
get
now
caught in
in
the spot
fashion
in
for
the-
women again.
Well,
thing?
just tie a bit of
Spokes?
rope around your leg so it doesn't.
So they're
Oh,
like
it's like a
parachute.
balloon.
Get caught in
and
that.
then you just
Yeah.
throw your stuff down in the bottom of your pants, and when you arrive at your location, casino perhaps, you just pull
Probably
the
a casino.
drawstring and all of your stuff falls out.
And then they know
And
that
they
you
go,
have a lot of stuff.
Oh, sorry.
Is that collateral?
Yeah.
Now, be honest though, James. You have your phone in your little hands-free bike thing. Have you ever just been like, on a straightaway and then just been surfing while you've and not looking where you're going and been on your phone while you've been biking?
Well, the package is arriving today, so
Oh.
I haven't yet. But in a week, the answer will probably be
Okay.
I have allergies.
I got 100 yards here. I'm gonna surf
gonna
Twitter
try.
for a second.
Why not?
It's my turn.
I mean, can you bike without hands?
No, not very well.
Anyone.
Oh,
I can't do like
Everyone
one thing like.
Oh, no,
where's-
you should
where's
try and
the
learn.
Road that I'm supposed to be turning.
You should
on?
try and learn.
Oh,
It's a
it's
new sense of
teammates.
freedom. If you can just bike like this,
I've
there's
been-
all kinds of things you
I-
can do. You could shave. You
Yep.
can do anything you need to while you're biking.
There's no
And it's
me
even
learning
easier if
that
you're driving a
anymore.
vehicle.
I've been biking for my whole life, and I haven't been able to do it my
Keep
whole life,
putting
so
those.
it's over for me.
There's
I can't learn
no,
that new trick.
don't say that. You could learn. So what you want to do is you want to find a straightaway that has at least some sort of. It's going to keep your forward momentum going, right? And here's the trick. Here's the trick if you're trying to learn how to do it. Do your hands. When you're starting,
Pumping.
pump your hands.
Terminator 2 run.
Like as though you're walking. So as you're pedaling and
Okay.
going, pump your hands, and it'll help remind your body how balance feels, and then eventually you won't have to pump your hands anymore because you'll know how it feels.
Well, I admit
Ow,
I
he
have not
punched me.
tried this method, so I can see that kind of
Yeah.
helping me. But I also have zero grace, balance, finesse, all of the
Coordination.
things.
Cool.
Yeah,
But you
coordination.
can ride a bike, is what I'm saying.
I
you
can
can
do
ride
that
a
very basic thing. Yes,
So-
I can ride a bike.
So you can ride a bike, which means you
That's really
can
the only
already
skill you
move
need.
one foot in front of the other, and then
Uh-huh.
all you need to do is you add your hands and you stand upright, and then eventually you will be able to ride it without hands, and then
Right.
you can do anything. You'll be so free.
I had a friend who could stand on his bike,
Oh wow!
like fully walk up onto the frame and just stand there.
People can do crazy things on
you
a
were
bike.
friends with
People,
Harry
please
Houdini?
reference
Yeah, that's right.
reference this video whenever I get a skull fracture in a couple weeks, and remember that this is why.
It's you literally don't do anything differently than how you're regularly.
Except
you just,
fall off
You
your
just
bike
lean
more
up
regularly.
and keep pedaling. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Wait, to do what?
Bikes,
ride
bike,
without
the
your
physics
hands.
of
Oh,
a
yeah.
bike
I
is
used to be able to do that.
naturally, the momentum forward is what keeps it upright.
Right.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't fuck anything up, if you don't add anything to it, it'll just keep going
Forever.
forever, basically. Same with motorcycles. Driving a motorcycle slow is way harder than fast. It's way
Okay.
easier to go above 90 than it is to go below 10.
I'll take your word for it. Did you know that I know the well, I knew the
Oh,
person who
they
made.
passed, unfortunately.
No, they didn't pass. I knew the person who made the tallest bicycle.
They're
his
just
name
enemies
was,
now.
His name was Richie Trimble, and
Is
he got
that a
in.
crust punk?
He got in he got into the Guinness Book of World Records. It was so awesome.
Is this a Burning Man?
It wasn't a Burning Man, but it was here in LA though. And the bike it has like the LA symbol, like that's like the big, like that's most of the bike
Okay.
and stuff. And it was so awesome. And he was in the book for like, and I was watching him making and stuff. But then somebody just recently broke its record in like Chile.
Son of
So
a
now
bitch.
it's like 5 feet higher.
Oh,
It's
that's
bullshit.
terrible.
But
When I
he couldn't ride it without like assistance, whereas Richie
Yeah.
could ride it unassisted.
Well, come
Oh.
on now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's
has to
legit.
be. He has to be like holding on to something.
Yeah.
So it's bullshit. Richie.
When I was a young
You're the
man
man.
living
You're
in
the man.
Minneapolis, great bike city. But there's all these crust punks that live there, and they weld bike frames together to make
Oh, hell
these
yeah, tall bikes,
giant
baby.
Tall bikes, and you just see them riding down the street, and it looks bad. It looks like it shouldn't happen. There's also a big parade they do every year where they build a giant metal float, and they have like a goat cooking and like Mad Max drums, and it's all bike powered
yeah.
and shit.
You should come.
They stink. They smell like
I
shit.
know the people in LA that do all that. You should come with me.
Well,
You didn't give a glowing review. But
yeah, I don't know if I.
Well,
I worked at G4 when G4 broke the Guinness World Record for largest arcade machine.
Collection of
oh, that sounds
losers.
awesome.
It was just a really big arcade machine, and it really wasn't that hard for them to break the record.
Do you have to rappel up it to put your giant quarter into it or
No, a
something?
step ladder was enough to get in,
Oh.
but it did have a big joystick and big buttons.
What could you play? Street Fighter?
I don't remember what games were on it. It sat
Probably
in the
Street
lobby.
Fighter.
It sat in like Comcast lobby down in Miracle Mile for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm doing
But
great.
it really was basically like they just
mean,
bought
maybe.
their
Oh,
way
what
into
am I
the Guinness
doing?
Book of World Records. Like
Yes.
they just paid someone else to do it.
Richie earned it.
Yeah, this sounds like Richie
Yeah,
is
shout
a
out
true
Richie.
innovator.
He's awesome. Okay.
How many kills do you have?
How do I see where?
Oh, you can't see. Oh,
Wait.
you see your individual
How many
at the
kills
end.
would Richie?
Did we go from the target to a time thing? Is that what's happening here now? We had a
this-
target. Now we have a time.
Now it's team based.
Yeah, it's team based.
So yeah.
Well, that was
whoever-
team based last time.
Can you
No,
stop
it was-
and play the
I mean, I was
arcade
my own team.
games?
I don't know. I can
Is
try.
that possible to
Oh.
gamble?
Look at these
Oh my
shots. How
God.
many times do you have to shoot them?
You have
How
to
many
punch 'em
times do I have
once.
to
Oh,
shoot you?
man.
God damn.
All right. Okay, we're 6 away. We're 6 away.
Should I? Can I put a song on the juke? No, can't do anything.
Come on, guys.
What
Come
they
on,
asked,
what do you think
so
this is?
I had
body
to do.
armor. Smart.
Yeah.
Now you'll be able to take 1,000 extra shots to the head.
Just imagine if this was real life. You're getting shot in the head with lasers by the hundreds.
How many? Real talk.
Okay, real talk.
question.
Yeah.
Laser
For
tag.
once, real. Oh yeah, baby, let's
Oh,
talk
yeah, I'm
laser
good.
tag. Let's
Okay.
go. The Haley's rocking
What
laser
happened to your
tag.
fucking body
The
armor? You
Haley's
got
will
hit
fuck
once.
you
I
up in
know.
laser tag.
So laser tag.
Yeah?
How many shots to kill you?
How many?
Oh,
How
it's
many?
like
Is
10
there an
maybe?
objective?
No, I'm saying like how many laser shots until you die? Someone's shooting you again and again in laser tag.
Yeah.
How many until it does enough damage that you die?
Like in the game, or in if
like
we were playing in real life? If we were
In
playing in real life,
with the laser gun though.
Like you're just getting irradiated from the.
I don't know what it would have to do. Maybe
I don't
burn the
think-
skin enough that you
Yeah.
could get cancer or something. I don't know.
I don't think you can survive more than a couple actual laser blasts. Like
No,
we're
but I'm talking about one from a laser tag.
Like a toy
like
laser tag.
like
gun.
Oh.
the kind of one you'd get at a laser tag place.
Well, maybe I just don't know the science of these things, but I assume in a lot, right? Because they don't hurt
I
you.
feel like a lot. Yeah, but how many do you think? Because they could shoot you in the eye.
Oh,
It
in
could.
the
okay.
throat. I don't know what it does. You know, I'm not here to
I'll
propose
take my
what it
risk
does.
on that.
I mean, even if you the amount of time you spent breathing in the smog machine that they're going in there so you can see the beams.
Yeah.
Like all that is a factor.
Okay. Well, I
Laser
didn't realize there was
tag.
anything dangerous at actual laser tag.
I'm not saying there is. This is the same. How
This
many
is-
times did someone have to hit you with a spoon until you died?
Got it.
Like,
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I guess
Ooh.
the answer is like maybe a week and a half, because then I will die of hunger,
That's a great
supposedly,
answer.
because I haven't
What an
eaten
awful
anything.
way to die. To be
Hey,
hit
that's a
with
great answer.
But-
spoon until you
basically,
die.
you're the guy from Seven on the bed. only Kevin Spacey's there shooting you.
It's infrared light.
I hit it. I hit it. Me.
Are you okay, Lindsay?
No.
She's pissed.
Me.
That's why I
me-
don't play competitive games.
like I used to be I used to have the strategy. My old laser tag strategy was hide and try to do real wartime tactics stuff.
Yeah, nice.
Now I don't do that at all.
Like a guerrilla.
Now the way you win at laser tag, everybody, is you don't care about defense at all. You don't care about hiding at all. You get in the muck. You get in the shit. You make yourself fucking visible.
Pistol whip
You
people
go
if you
and
got it.
you do like James and you run up to people shooting at you and try to get point blank and then just that's how you win because hiding, people that waste any second hiding, they think that they're like, oh, if I get shot, that makes my points go down. It's way more. You get way more points for hitting people than for hiding from people. And then if
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
shot once, it's like a couple seconds. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Never hide in laser tag. That's my
Hide
tip.
in laser tag. I have a tip as well, and that's to find the youngest kid in the room
Yes.
with you and
Just
follow them
fucking-
around.
Yeah, and never,
And then aim for
relentlessly.
their shoulder again and again. Or
Give them
wherever you get
candy
those
and say,
points.
hey, just come up here to the top. Let's go to this corner,
No,
and then
Ryan,
I'm just going to
don't-
shoot you over and
Yeah,
over
don't
again.
Give a child
give
candy.
What?
candy.
Don't give a strange child
Why?
candy.
What's wrong with that?
We're
It's
not
candy. It's delicious.
abducting them. We're just murdering them in laser
The fact that you
tag.
have to say we're not
That is,
abducting them.
I was on your side, but then you seemed to clearly understand what they were referring to with
Right.
the illusions, and I was playing dumb.
There's a
so now I'm with
stigma
them.
for giving
Yeah, well, it's too late for you,
candy
James. You are stuck with him
to
now.
children, to strange children. But if you're trying to do it for a good purpose, like just
Flipping around.
Yeah, you're taking back. You're
becoming
basically
number
reclaiming
giving,
giving.
yeah,
candy
I'm
to
reclaiming.
children.
Yeah, I'm normalizing giving candy to strange
Ryan,
kids.
So another hypothetical question:
Yes.
If you were going,
Yes. Yes. Continue.
if you were going to lure a child with candy,
Oh,
what
my.
candy would you use?
Hypothetically.
All right. well-
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically.
hypothetically,
The answer
you
to the-
Ryan is
Well, okay. In this laser tag scenario, it would be the Skittles because they're the most colorful. You can probably see them. They could probably pop, maybe glow in the dark or something while you're there in the laser tag, so it's not all dark and stuff.
Okay.
So Skittles is my answer,
right.
only because of the light and darkness of it all.
and this is an open. So you just because I'm
Yes.
just thinking of all the situation here. So because the Skittles normally come in a red bag that's sealed.
Yeah,
you would
or
offer
the-
them the individual
like loose
Skittles. So
Skittles.
you would have to pull loose Skittles out of your pocket and say, "Here, kid, do you want some of this?"
No, I'm like waving the big bag. You need it to be big enough,
Like
invisible
So,
enough,
so you've
so they can
taken
see
them
it
out
from-
of the actual bag and you've put it into.
No, I'm waving
a
the
plastic
master bag. I'm waving the master bag.
master-
The red master
The red
bag.
master bag.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
right.
Or because I'm glad you brought this up, and I'm thinking
you?
through this now.
Okay.
Because
Why don't you just buy fun size packs? Why are we
what you
talking about
need
a
is-
master
well,
bag?
I think you need something big so that they can see it from across the laser. So
We won!
Oh, hey, good job!
Hey,
Yeah.
nice job.
Yeah.
You failed your objective though.
You won. Wow. If you had had Skittles, you would have won by more.
Especially if you had a master
If-
bag.
Okay, so
if
you're
I had a big,
waving
like,
the master bag.
if
they
I had
can
a
see
big-
it from anywhere,
You need a big piece of candy
like
so
a
they
moth
can
to
see
the
it.
flame. Here come the kids.
You need a big, maybe a nerd rope. Something that you can like swing around, be like, "Hey kid, come over to me."
Okay.
You don't need something. If I had a fun pack of Skittles, they're like, "What is that?" They're gonna be squinting and stuff, and then maybe someone else is murdering them, and I don't get a chance to murder them as much.
Okay.
Who
So
else is-
I need big things of candy.
All right. Patrick.
Any further questions? I think I'm set. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, we got it. Thank you
All right,
very
we
much
got
for your
it.
time.
You're welcome.
Wow. Anyways,
Good job, Lindsay. By the way, that was
Thank
a
you.
stellar
Really
win.
good.
Stellar win. I thought we were gonna lose this whole
not
entire
great
hour.
at GTA.
Now, what was your score? It looked like it was 10,
Don't worry about
which
it.
I think was what my score was, and I didn't fire a single shot.
My score was winning.
Oh, okay.
Hey, did anyone else watch Jungle Cruise?
No,
Okay, it's pretty bad, so you can skip it.
the
Is it
ride or
bad,
the movie?
though?
Part, the entire, I'm telling you.
I know you said it's green screen, but
But like,
so was Sky Captain: The World Is Tomorrow, and that's an A+ film.
Classic.
that was the aesthetic,
Yeah.
of course. No, this is like, it's hard to watch how green screen it is, and it's poorly done too because there's glow around everybody. But at one point, Metallica's "And Nothing Else Matters" plays an instrumental track.
Uh huh.
It's really distracting. These are
I don't know if we're even-
I
I don't even know we're allowed to talk about it. Anyone here see Space Jam?
Not the
Yes,
second
I
one.
have seen
I was
Space
told to
Jam.
stay far away, far away.
I've seen it.
I don't know about that.
Did
I
you
mean,
watch it at home? Did you guys
it's
watch
pretty-
these at home or in the theater?
I'm
I
going to
watched
risk
it.
my career and say it's pretty joyless.
Okay.
I was gonna
And-
say. I was
yeah.
gonna say. I don't know if I.
Our careers are already at
parent
risk. Look at
company.
the
Who
views.
cares? They don't know. They don't know
Yeah.
who exists. But yeah, it sucked.
It's tough.
It sucked. And if you want to know why, at the opening of the movie, it's like executive producer LeBron James. That's not the problem. And it's like produced by LeBron James and some other people. Not the problem. And then it goes written by, and then it lists 14 names or something absurd.
Yeah.
it's like, and then it goes directed by one person.
It's like every
like-
Transformers movie.
I wonder how. I wonder where this went wrong. And honestly, you feel like in every 5 minutes is like it was like a game of telephone where they're like, you write
Yes.
5 pages, I'll write the next 5. You write
Yep.
the next 5. You write the next 5.
What I don't
That's
get is-
every
And it
Transformers
was
movie.
it was
like
this
that, too. It's like
an executive, Warner Brothers executives wet dream. Like someone came in, they're like, we can get Pennywise in this, and they went, oh, thank God! Like no, not
punk
even
band?
a care in the world.
Joker.
There's
we
two-
got 8 of them.
We got there's Jack Nicholson Joker and Joaquin Phoenix.
Was there
Joker.
really? Was
Yeah.
there Joker variants?
There's
Yes.
two
What
there's
about
two
Heath?
versions of the Penguin. We got Batman
Yep.
Returns Penguin and old Adam West.
Yep.
They skipped Heath.
And then they have
Yeah,
one
where's
version
Heath?
of Mr. Freeze, as far as I'm aware. And,
sure they got
Oh,
a
I guess
few.
not counting the LeBron James version of Mr. Freeze.
Yes.
But there's one version of Mr. Freeze, and it is specifically Batman and Robin Mr. Freeze. Specifically,
Who else would it be?
when he is at his home headquarters wearing his robe, watching the
Well, that's the
cartoon
most
about
iconic
Mr.
one.
Iceman.
That's the most iconic version of
That's
that
what they-
villain.
So,
Like Ryan Coogler produced the movie, right?
I mean, I also would take a paycheck.
yeah, but
Exactly. I don't know. I think that might just be a.
I
There's a
don't-
lot of shit. Like
there's a-
even with Marvel, like they get big names to direct, but most of
I-
the time those people are just getting the check and putting their name on it.
Well,
But
I don't know. I
Those
think
movies are all
producing-
done in animatics.
I think
like,
producing,
for the
someone's
studio.
coming on and saying like, sure, yeah, I'll help get this project off the ground, and you can throw my name on it because I have a good reputation.
Yeah.
And then getting a massive paycheck for that is way different than having any sort of creative say.
But I don't. But Ryan Coogler makes, to me, good stuff, right?
Yeah,
he
I agree.
cares about quality, right? He's not like somebody who just signs their name and stuff. So I feel like if you're in his position, and it shouldn't be that hard to fucking write a Looney Tunes movie with a basketball person, you know. But this
Well,
definitely feels like it was a made by committee PR IP thing.
When you're making a movie,
when it didn't need to be that.
when you're making a movie that is just an ad for HBO Max, I'm sure every single executive in the studio has really good ideas about how to do that.
But like the Lego Man people, or the Lego movie people who make the golden standard for this is just IP throwaway trash, so we turned into good art stuff. They should go that route. Everyone should go that route, and people will come and get your butts and seats.
I have a question.
It's effortful.
Lindsay.
You're right.
If
But it took
Disney
14
did
fucking people to write it.
They
a
also handed
similar
it over to
concept of like a sport, and they did all Disney properties, like Baby Yoda is there, and like the mermaid, she's out on land.
Yes.
What's that movie about?
We need an NFL version of
What's
NBA.
the Disney
of-
Space
It's
Jam?
about
We need
selling
Space
Disney
Jam, but
Plus.
about
It's selling
football,
Disney
baby.
Plus.
Is Disney designing a sport of its own? Is the
Yes,
question.
that it has the copyright.
Well, here's the biggest thing about Space Jam. Then none of it takes place in space.
Not one scene.
There's no space at all.
No.
There's
Even
no
in the
reason
original?
it should be called Space
Even
Jam.
in the original
No,
one?
the original has a space premise because
Yeah, it's
aliens
like
arrive
aliens.
to conquer
Yeah.
the
Danny
Looney Tunes.
DeVito
Okay,
is
They
from-
take over
I
the
knew that was
basketball
crazy.
players.
And that's why it
Saturn?
is called Space Jam, but just as a testament to how little this movie matters and exists on anything other than what is already a bad movie's existence, it is called Space Jam,
Space Jam's not a
and
bad
there is no space.
Well,
Space
space-
Jam is also a bad movie.
Space
It's
is
not.
a arbitrary term. I mean, we're in space right now, technically. I mean, we're on a big rock.
You're right,
going
but
through
they also are
a
very
solar
explicit
system.
about it being in computers. They should have called it Dom Ball.
Computers are in space. Any
Dom ball?
Any
Yeah, 'cause
any
it's-
computer that you see has been in space before.
His son is named Dom,
Nick
and
Toretto.
and he designs a video game because he'd rather design video games than
Than
play
play sports?
basketball.
He goes. He wants to go to. He wants to go to E3 games game camp.
And
E3
all I
game,
mean, all
yeah.
in, LeBron's pretty much okay with that, but he just also doesn't entirely understand it. There's a scene at the beginning of the movie that should be at the end of the movie where he's like, "Hey, what are you working on?" He's like, "Oh, a video game." He's like, "Hey, this is really cool." And but so then that's the game that Don Cheadle makes them play.
Yeah.
In it for unclear reasons. Anyway, I don't want to make this a Space Jam
Because
episode
LeBron
Well-
didn't like
because
his
we already
idea.
lost our jobs. But
Yeah.
And I think that's fine because that's the end of that video.
all right,
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Also, what I don't understand is how
So back to Space
Cut it
Jam.
off.
LeBron James has like a bunch of kids. One of them's a basketball player and stuff. You know,
He has a basketball playing kid.
to me it would be weird if like I was that kid and then there's a movie that's like about me and it's not played by me, but my dad is LeBron James in the movie, right?
Yeah, it'd definitely be weird.
Yeah, it's
a
like
little
LeBron
odd.
James is playing himself, but there's
Yeah.
a child that's some actor
Yeah.
that is playing me and I'm the kid and I'm like, what the fuck is this about?
It's also interesting too because in the original Space Jam, even though it's absolutely not Michael Jordan's home, they like all right, let's go to Michael Jordan's home, and it's like this small suburban street with but in this it literally goes LeBron James, Hollywood,
Yeah.
California, and then it's like pulls.
Has
It's like
a
a
full-size
helicopter
court in the
shot of the
backyard.
biggest mansion you've ever fucking seen on the top of a hill.
So everyone
looking
can
down
relate to him.
on all of us
Yeah.
peasants. And then he's playing on his personal basketball court. And he's like, "Come on, kids, we just need to stay humble."
Is that
And
really
there's
the
nothing wrong
movie?
with
Yeah,
him.
it's
No,
like
but
a-
I mean, like, it's just funny. Like, it is just funny how no one thought about it. Anyway, sorry,
gotta
we
be
need to start a
humble,
new
guys.
topic.
All right, new topic. Space Jam never happened.
We're here in GTA. I'm gonna put us in maybe should we do a race this time? Maybe
Yeah.
a stunt
I like
race.
races.
Okay, I'm gonna find
like
one
races.
for us.
I think
Not
hasn't
racist.
Michael Jordan been trying to sell his like palatial estate in Chicago for like 10 years and no one will buy it because it's
really?
so expensive.
But that's probably the kind of thing that super wealthy people do, is they'll just list their property for some sort of insane amount because they don't need to live in it.
Right.
Like, who cares? I can afford to pay for this thing to sit empty
taxes
for
every
the
year.
next 400 years, and
Yeah.
if one person buys it in the next 400 years, then I will have made triple my money back.
And if I need the money, I release one shoe.
Yeah, I'll release a shoe.
And make
Sylvester Stallone just did that. He has a house here that
I
he
feel
like
like he
dropped
might be
like
a little less
$300 million off the price. He was like, well, I was asking for $1 billion, now I'm just 800,000.
yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah. And you know who else is selling his house? Osama bin Laden's brother here in town.
Oh,
yeah.
really? In LA?
Yeah, in LA. You can buy Osama bin Laden's brother's house in LA for a paltry like
might wanna
$20 million.
look into that
No, that's nothing. That's chump change.
Yeah.
I've started getting referred to like YouTube videos, and it's like I'm doing a house tour of this $40 million Colorado estate.
I get those too.
Jesus
And it's a guy who just walks around, and I like. If it was on Netflix, I'd probably be more into it, but it's on YouTube, and I'm like, why does this guy get to do this on you? You're just a YouTuber.
Yeah.
How come you get to do this? So I don't enjoy it as much, but
Chili
yeah,
at
there's
stunt descent.
a lot of beautiful homes. It sucks because I love the concept of home architecture.
Yeah.
And,
I don't.
I love
and,
AD. That channel's great.
and all that stuff. But then the idea of what our society actually needs in terms of shelter is in direct contrast with those beautiful, elegant, giant homes.
Why don't people need a giant, elegant, insane?
No one needs that
gross
much.
homes.
And when so many people either A, don't have any homes, or can barely afford to have like rent a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
Have
It
you
just
seen
seems
One Bel Air,
Optically,
James?
I need 300 acres
300
minimum.
acres, yeah.
There's a guy who, I don't even remember all of his bullshit, but he's basically this kind of douchey LA guy.
Go
Niall
on.
Miami,
Sounds
the
cool.
One Bel Air. This house is like,
Oh, this is a is this a place?
it's called the One Bel Air, and it's
Ooh.
whatever.
That's how
I
you
don't
know you've done it, by the way. If your house has a name.
And it's the
You know, any house can have a name.
I know any house can have a name, but most don't.
wanna
And if
look
it
at the
does, that
pictures.
means you're either like really poor or you're really rich.
So this
Yeah.
guy has been like building this house, and like in all the videos that I saw, he kept going like, "Oh, it's gonna change the world. This house is gonna change the world."
Did it?
And no,
Do you feel changed?
it went on the market now in like January. It says for 340 million.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, "This is $1 billion. This is gonna be $1 billion home." There's a nightclub in it, and one of the parts I
That sounds
remember
like a nightmare.
specifically, he's
A
giving a
nightmare.
tour of like the bathrooms in the nightclub that's like underneath his house, and there's a camera in the men's restroom, so that women
Nice.
can feel empowered.
I like that.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Where is the
So,
monitor
like, women
in the
can
women's
watch
restroom?
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah, the
That's
women can pee in the
hilarious.
women's restroom, and they can watch the dudes piss.
P. Wow.
But how does that? That doesn't mean
How is that
equality.
so
Fetish dungeon?
I don't want to see you
It's
piss.
not equality, Lindsay. It's equity. Okay, there's a difference.
Equity. There's equity in this dick.
Haven't you seen the image of the short people standing behind the fence, Lindsay?
Yes, I've seen
Okay,
it. With the
that's
tree
what that is.
bent over.
That's when you
I've
put a
seen it.
camera in a men's restroom. That's what that is.
It's making
Okay?
up. It's
That's
making
what
up
it
for
is.
yeah.
Jeez,
Stuff.
Louise.
Ugh.
Isn't this house insane though? It
looks like the
it kinda
Getty.
looks like a penis. It does look like the Getty. Oh my god, I did something weird.
Yeah,
putting
no.
it on the
Giant
screen.
houses. Oh wait, why are you?
Is your car?
Hold on,
Pointing
what's
up like a
happening?
rocket?
Don't worry, this
Drive
is part of the
straight up in
race.
air.
That's oh sweet,
Oh wow.
Yeah, you got a rocket on the back of your car.
Do you
dude.
know how to use
Good
the
luck.
rocket? Click in on left stick.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Do it in your shirt.
Where are we going?
You got to
Yeah.
go to the flag. I
Imagine
believe in
being
you.
Osama bin Laden's brother,
Uh-huh.
and you're overseas
But,
on vacation.
Hold on, but we can't. But hold on.
Yes.
So what does Osama bin Laden's brother do?
go,
He
go,
has
go, go.
He's probably
60
like
brothers. He is one of 60 children.
Okay.
Osama bin Laden. So it's like I'm not sure
Oh,
he's
yeah.
close
Not
with
No,
all of
two
them.
50.
parents,
It's
but-
50. Don't be crazy.
It might be 50 actually. It's something like that. But either way, his half brother was overseas when 9/11 happened, and then he was like, you know what? I'm just not going to go home. I don't think anyone's going to want to see me at home. And he
that's
hasn't.
probably a
He
good
hasn't been back to America since.
I mean, if he didn't do, it sucks to blood of his family, fucked up his thing.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
like, I
your
had
name's
some
fucked.
really cool statues of dogs in that house that I'll never see again.
Yeah. 'Cause they were like really wealthy, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You committed suicide, James. Are you okay? Oh,
That
Patrick.
was me.
Patrick's plan.
Sorry.
These
James wouldn't do that.
Can you only do like a short burst of rocket?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You
And
really
have to
think
get
I
to a
wouldn't have the
flag.
rocket on all
to get
the
to the
time.
top.
You have to get to a
I
flag.
mean, if you could
or-
have rocket on all the time, you would have rocket on all the time.
You'd probably
That's
be a
what I'm
plane.
saying.
Yeah.
I would never stop
I want
rocketing.
rocket.
Come on.
Isn't that a Grease song? I would never stop rocket.
I would never stop rocket. Shoo bop, stop rocket.
Lindsay, do you like Grease?
Like bacon grease?
No, like
Fat from the pan?
the
Yeah.
musical and or film on which.
Yes,
I'm
I
gonna
liked the
guess,
film,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
musical
Adapted.
film. I've never seen it on stage or anything.
What about Grease 2? Do you like Grease 2?
I feel like I might have seen that when I was younger, but I don't remember it, so I guess not.
Sean Astin, right?
Is he in that?
I got
he in
I think he is Grease too, right?
He's,
it's
he's the
Michelle
greasiest.
Pfeiffer. Please.
Grease 2,
Reproduction. Na, na. There's a whole song about reproducing
In Grease
2, yeah, and that's the best song. Reproduction.
I
That's
like-
sex ed class.
I like Grease a lot, but it's not like by means even in my like top 5 musicals.
All right, what about
okay.
Bacon Grease?
I don't understand.
Bacon Grease, yeah, it's in my
Grease.
top
I
5.
don't understand the aesthetic and the.
What do you mean?
What do you mean
It's
you
set
don't
in
The
50s.
aesthetic. The aesthetic
Why
is like
is
the
it-
one thing I understand. It's like it's the
Yeah.
that the whole greaser
It's
aesthetic.
Greaser, yeah.
Yeah, that's like it was a
Grease is the
throwback.
world.
But why was that?
that's
Why
what
was that
happened.
cool? When
It's
that
the same
came out?
reason people are wearing '90s pants now.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
People are
like
going to
10 years. We're like, I guess 20 years.
Yeah, it's the cycle.
1990 was 31 years ago.
And same
Well,
with Grease. Grease was made in the 80s, I think, or
Yeah,
late
and it was
70s, and it was
set
about
in
the
the
50s.
It's exactly that's what happens all the time. American Graffiti. The timing is we are such boring creatures.
We
This
really
what
are.
happens
It
all the
sucks.
time.
In 2000, in the year 2000,
Uh-huh.
or no, in the year 2001, I won
that's
second
sick,
place
Patrick.
at the school
Thank you.
talent show because we did a Grease medley, and I dressed up in a poodle skirt, and all the rest of my punk band was in like white T-shirts and jeans, and then we played.
God
We
damn it.
played the. Who put the bump in the bump shawampa da boo put the bang in the ding the ding the dong do
okay.
put the do and then we'll always be together, but it was like a punk version of it.
Oh, cool.
It was cool. Second place. I lost to an Irish step dancer.
God
Pissed off
damn
about
it!
it.
And that
Fuck
was the
her.
time. I mean, that was like the
Yeah.
era to lose to an Irish step
Yeah.
Yeah, I
dancer,
guess you're
you know?
right.
Yeah, Riverdance
It
was
was-
still
That was
Right
that's
after
rough.
post
You had no
Riverdance.
shot there.
I had
Ryan,
no shot.
what year is this? What year
Oh my
did
God.
you?
2001.
That was like 2000. I was a
2001.
freshman
Go
in
for
high
it.
school, and we won
What
second
happened?
place. So 2001, I believe. Yep, I'm right.
I was
And then we
almost
never. That was the highest we ever got in the talent show because then we started getting more heavier music, and the judges never really liked our
that's bullshit.
our
Fucking
screaming
politics.
bullshit.
James, were you ever in a talent show?
I don't think we had talent shows.
Nice job! That was cool. That was great.
I don't remember ever there being a time where they're like, it's time for the school. I went
We
to
had talent shows.
a pretty
Yeah, you
a
did-
pretty traditional high school experience, but it didn't like, have
Like
those
Amish?
activities.
Yeah.
No, like I mean, like you know, it was like, hey, we're going to class, but I never. My growing up was very much like the stereotypical movie suburban.
You
grow
found a
up.
dead body.
But for whatever reason, my high school experience didn't have it. Like there was a prom, but no one cared that much.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't like that big a deal. I mean, our basketball team was good, but our football team wasn't that good. So like,
Are you
people
saying that
went to sports a little bit? But
people
it wasn't like time for the pep rally, hip hip.
You never had any
People
pep
weren't
rallies?
We
into
did,
school.
but it wasn't like a big deal.
People were just weren't into school spirit.
People were weirdly at my school like, oh, I should work hard and like the SATs are coming up, or
Fucking
like, where'd
losers.
you get into college?
you went to like a nerd school.
yeah,
I'm
Yes,
from-
except there were
schools.
cool people there too.
I'm from Ohio, so that is like football country out
Yeah.
there.
Super Loserville. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people Friday night going to the games. I remember middle school that was like so exciting to go
Yeah.
to the football games, and then in high school I was like, ugh, football, ugh.
Well, I had to go because I was
And
in
then
a
I was like-
band.
I had to go too
What
because
did
I was
you
in the
play
football
in
team.
band?
Drums, percussion. Well, it was pep band, so we just had a.
Patrick was on the drum line.
We had a no. We had a full drum set that we would just put in the bleachers.
But you weren't allowed near that. You had to play the
No,
snare.
that was me. I was the drummer.
You were like the guy who walked in the 4th of July or whatever, the
Yeah.
4th of July ghost.
I would bring a water bottle filled with vodka and just like play Iron Man on the drums and just get way too drunk
At the
at
game?
a school function, yeah, where I was
Wow.
expected to perform. And you know what? I did
I
perform.
never
guy.
did that.
I did a
Where's
good
he
job.
going?
How did you do, Patrick, in this game?
I got.
I think you
I
were
think
in
I
the
got
top
13th, right?
Somewhere, yeah.
No, that was somebody else.
That was somebody else. Yeah,
Oh.
because you were.
You did okay.
What happened here?
Maybe a
Timer.
Did they
Yeah,
hit the
maybe.
skybox? Can I see?
What instrument did you say you played?
Drums.
Drums.
You already said that.
No.
Okay. And which kind
Why
of
did
like
it
like the full
freeze?
drum
Played
set?
full drum
Yeah, I
set.
just had a drum set.
Ooh.
So you didn't even have to march.
No. It was pretty. It was like a pretty budget band program.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm
We were
looking for a
we
new
were
drummer,
pep
Patrick.
Band, not
It
marching band.
froze.
Oh shit.
I wrestled in high school, so that meant that no one came to our events.
Yeah.
I was in cross country, so same thing. Like
Well,
nobody goes.
but no one can do. In defense of no one going to cross country, what the fuck are you supposed to do? There they go, and then
there's
you sit
multiple
there and then you
points.
wait.
There are multiple
But you
points
can't be
that
at
you
them.
could reach.
But you can't be at
no. But you go to one, and then it's like, oh hey, I know if I go over here, they'll pass me later.
Yeah.
But you still don't get to experience the race in any meaningful way.
Then you wait at the
go to the
finish
finish
line.
line.
You
to
go
the
finish line,
Go to the
yeah.
finish line.
But if they're moving from point, they can't. So they have to basically go backwards around the track. Where are they gonna? So they're at the starting line.
Yeah, it's not a track though. That's track. Cross country is a course.
That's what I'm saying.
It weaves in and out. Sometimes
It weaves off into the who the fuck knows where of the woods.
Sometimes there's multiple laps around one area.
I'm
if the
speaking
course is
only
small.
because I did go to a cross country event to support my cross country friends.
Okay.
And it was like, all right, and they're off. And I went,
Yeah.
and then 25 minutes later, they come back around or whatever. And then
80
you're like-
of the skinniest, weirdest shaped people you've ever
And it's-
seen,
and you're like,
compounding down
that's
the
it.
the finish line like a herd of
just a bunch of
sickly
people sitting
stallions.
there, and you didn't have smartphones, so you're just sitting there. You're
Yeah.
like, it's hot out. Like that's it.
Speaking of smartphones and cross country, that'd be awesome if they got really high tech with it now. Because when you run a marathon now, you put a little GPS thing on your shoe.
yeah.
So maybe now cross country in 2021, it's like, oh, you see them off from the starting line, then you get on your phone and you're like, oh,
Well, if you had
my
a
person's
drone.
doing good.
If you had a drone, you could follow the cross country.
Dude,
route.
holy
Real
fucking
low.
shit. Yes.
Yeah.
If we get drones on this and the GPS units, then I think you could have a really good, well-attended cross country meet. That's
we
fun
need
to watch.
more technology versus human beings competitions.
Agree.
I think a drone race,
but with real
right?
threat.
with humans versus drones, right? And I know what you're gonna say. The drone's gonna win, but it's not as the crow flies, right? So it's like a dog obstacle course with tubes and weird complex and maybe even some sort of puzzle. So like there's equal advantages where human beings
Yes.
would have to stay
I
and
love this.
like undo a lock or something, and the drone has a little thing. So it's way harder for the drone, but then on the full out sprint, obviously the drone is gonna beat the human.
Uh-huh.
Now,
But
is the
when it
drone
comes to
controlled
crawling,
by a
maybe it's
man?
going to be a little even. 'cause
I
you're gonna
would
go
watch
slow.
the shit out of
I
this.
know.
Is the drone controlled by a man or by
By a man.
an
It has to
AI?
be controlled by a man, yeah.
Oh.
Listen, we should be documenting all
the
that
AI
navigation data, because what we want to get to is someone who is just crammed full of steroids versus an AI.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's
what
where
we
we
want
want
to
it.
get to, but we're
That's
not
the future
there
we
yet
want.
as a society. So we will, for this point in time, have someone controlling the drone, trying to navigate these things. But again, it's puzzles and athletic venturing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right?
both.
That's what we need.
That makes sense.
It'd be awesome.
I love that. That's a
It'd be
$1 billion new athletic competition we just made.
New
Or you get a
American
big guy
Yes.
in the ring with a battle bot.
Well, I think that could be part of it. Imagine if you had a drone with like one of those batons, the joust baton, right?
Like
And
a
then you had a
javelin.
man with it.
Yes.
It'd probably be pretty difficult, I feel like. And then it's getting
It
you in the
would.
back or whatever. Like it's swinging at you, it's throwing you off balance, and then you're trying to hit it, you miss it, now you're going to go off the edge. But if you stay firm, you swat the thing down.
Artificially intelligent American gladiators.
I think
I love the shit.
It'd be great.
My
How much do you need
Robo
to get this off the
gladiators,
ground?
$17.
$17 trillion.
That's it?
That's my bus fare home.
Where do you live?
And then if I can just
getting
get
on
on
a
that bus.
Greyhound?
Yeah, New Jersey.
Okay.
Speaking of man versus technology, it's kind of
I love it.
relates to this. This weekend I had I went to a leg making
I
competition.
saw a video.
For my roommate,
Yeah.
who is an amputee, has one leg and stuff. So he got all for his 2-year ampuversary. He got all of his buddies to make him different weird legs, and man, it was awesome to watch
That's really
him
Did you
test
make
out his
tender.
legs.
That's so sweet.
Oh, I made one.
I saw yours.
What did you make yours out of?
I made it out of, it was just a big block of cement. So the idea was like, oh, you're at a party. You don't want to move around. And it's
Yeah.
just like, this is your immobilization leg. You can just be like, hey, if someone's like, hey, Ted, go get me a beer. You're like, sorry, I got my immobilization leg on.
Yeah,
I
nice,
didn't
that's
work.
great.
But then he could totally move with it. And he walked around with it. And then he was
Smashed
like
a can,
smashing cans.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was smashing cans. It was awesome.
You actually turned him into a monster.
Yeah, I turned him into this awesome monster. And then I also made him a fan leg. I had an old box fan, and I just drilled 4 holes into it, made it a fan leg. That makes it a leg. Once you have 4
So
holes in it,
does
can
he have
connect.
like a thing that like attaches it, or do you have to
His
make like
prostheticist was there and was attaching all these
Oh,
all the
really?
legs to his leg.
What?
His
That's
stump.
awesome.
That's
And
so
it was
cool.
great. And yeah, but so we had an actual old gun leg. We had a potato gun leg.
Okay.
We had a
Do you have
giant.
pictures of all these?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a giant worm leg, an ice leg. Someone made a leg out of ice, and it was like,
So temporary leg.
yeah, it melted. Half of it was
it
melted
means,
by the time
it
he put it on.
means he could kill someone with a kick to the face and there'd be no evidence.
That's it. It's true. I also said for the, because you get points for added capabilities, and I was like, for my cement leg one, I was like, the added capability of this is if you wanted to kill Ted, just put this on him and throw him into a lake.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
There was a pizza box leg. That one didn't work
Yeah,
very
it doesn't seem
well.
stretchy.
There was a tire leg, so he looked like a car kind of.
Oh, that's
that was really
cool.
cool.
I'm into that
There
one.
was a
Yeah.
character like that. Toxic Avenger had a cartoon, which is weird to think about Toxic Avenger.
Oh, yeah.
But it had
Nice.
it had a cartoon, and one of the guys in it, I remember, he had a big nose and he had a wheel for a leg. So that's I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think I know. I've
Dude,
met
I'm
your
gonna-
roommate before. He doesn't have a particularly large nose, but he did have. The
Oh yeah,
leg.
you guys did meet at that wrestling
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, you're the one member. He always is like, "Oh, how's James doing?"
Oh, does he say that?
Yeah, well,
I
because
feel
he's
like
like-
I never say that about him. But I
Well,
say that.
he like you
don't
guys.
say it.
I don't
We
know.
hung out, yeah,
You hung
we
out
hung
at that
out- we hung
wrestling
out that
thing.
night. It was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Anyway.
To ask, hey, next time you see him, I assume it'll be later today. say I asked how he was doing,
Okay, I will.
and I hope he's doing well.
I will. Yeah, he's doing great.
Don't watch this video.
This is it's so silent and somber
I know.
because there's like
And
no
you're
other
first.
cars on the road. Well, I think are you?
Well.
You're doing
I
great,
guess you're
Lindsay.
technically first because you're closest to the checkpoint, but
Not
whoa, we've got a lot of
anymore.
XP though.
Does anyone have a song or a tale they'd like to tell or sing?
Oh.
We're talking about high school.
Yeah.
Let's think about all the topics we've covered. High school.
Check.
Space Jam.
Well, that was last one.
Shit.
We talked about
Prosthetics.
prosthetics.
Laser tag. Oh, was that last one?
Oh, we talked
Laser
about
tag
drone
was-
racing.
Drone
Oh,
racing.
I guess
yeah.
if you could prosthetic something, what would you want a prosthetic
On my own body.
on your own body?
My whole body.
Oh, arm for sure.
oh,
Are we talking like a fully functional
What?
robot prosthetic?
No, to the extent of what exists now.
Oh well, I was.
Right,
Well, then
like so
none.
you don't get to cyber enhance yourself
Oh,
with fictional
none.
technology
Then I
that
choose
doesn't
none.
exist.
Well, I was gonna.
You have to.
Oh.
I was gonna
okay.
say neck, and I would make it like really long, and make this like really awesome, like
Like
giraffe,
Inspector
like
Gadget.
Like a giraffe.
dinosaur. Yeah, Inspector Gadget neck. But you're saying it has to be something that,
Yeah, that doesn't
exists.
exist. That doesn't exist currently.
That we know of.
Not for
true.
lack of demand. But it doesn't currently exist. So this is something like, you're like, because obviously your roommate, it's like, got to see him smash. You can't smash a can the way he smashed a can
That's true. God.
without a cement leg.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you had to prosthetic something, what would it be?
Well, I guess what you're really asking though is what would be the least effect on my life, right?
Probably,
Like,
yeah.
okay, then I don't know.
But I mean,
my
there's a
pinky finger?
potential as well because, again, I think about how you ever see the Blade Runners?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
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 they have,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the-
Those really
And,
fast.
like,
It's
there's
a
no
hook.
way you can't look at that and go, "Oh, those are way better than my legs."
Yeah, that's
like,
way
there's no
faster.
way, right? So I don't think that necessarily having a prosthetic is a limiting factor in all cases.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, absolutely not. I guess then if you're gonna ask me like what the coolest accessories and stuff like what that I'd be psyched to use and stuff, I think having a hand that I could remove and a left hand and attach really cool different things to it.
Yeah.
Similar to like this leg making competition,
Yeah.
like make weird modifications and stuff.
Like you have a whole quiver of.
I guess that would
arms
probably
that
be
you can
the
attach.
best because then it's like it's super useful. I can do cool stuff with it, but then
Well-
it's also easier to get around than not having a leg.
And the technology does exist where you can basically, like, they have the hands where someone can just go like,
Mm-hmm.
I want to think about closing my hand. I'm
Gotta
going to close it.
Press
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
stick
That exists.
to
And then there's
rocket
also people, I
yourself
think, that can like do that and then it'll like
when the little
feel
yellow
like
bar
a
is
can.
glowing.
You should just
Then you
hold
press
Y
it.
and start over.
I mean, yeah, you can press that. Hold
That
Y.
way you'll start over at the base of the mountain.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have the technology now where you could like think I want to close my hand and you're like, oh okay, I know that I've gripped it enough.
Did you see that prosthetic penis that the guy got? And some porn stars.
No, tell
go,
me
like,
more.
Have sex with him. So this guy.
Well, why wouldn't she?
Well, it was like a treat for him. It was like a special like.
Wait for
Oh, like is it connected to his like nervous system or
Am I
something?
doing something wrong?
No, but
So
it-
he can't feel it.
I don't think so.
Click
So
in
how
on
is
the
that a
left stick.
treat?
But he had his.
Click
I
in
think
on
his
the
dick
left.
was ripped off or something
Oh.
at some point, and they had like a prosthetic that they installed on it. It
Uh-huh.
was like you could inflate it.
Uh-huh.
Inflate it?
I think
Inflatable
so,
penis?
yeah.
I feel like that. Yeah, I mean that's.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
It-
because they used to do that with old dudes, right?
Let's
Before Viagra was a thing,
It-
they'd be like you could
Put a
inflate your
balloon in
dick.
there.
right. Oh, the Swedish penis enlarger?
Oh, the pump.
Isn't that what
Yeah.
didn't
Austin
Austin
Powers?
Powers.
Hefner have a permanent dick?
I
Didn't
think
he
we
have a
all have
permanent
a lot of us
boner?
have permanent dicks.
Permanent?
Oh, we had like a permanent
Oh
boner.
my God, where do you put that?
Let's see.
It's what we wore with a robe.
I thought after,
Prosthetic.
This
if
map
you have a
makes
boner
the
for
game
more
crash,
than
I
6
think.
years, call your
Oh, there we go.
physician. Do I just click the
Semi-
Click the stick in. Click
In.
it in.
But then-
And that's what
penile
launches you.
implant.
that launches me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you gotta wait until you land, and then it'll start
Yeah.
regenerating.
So you're just trying to drive and aim yourself and then launch yourself.
Now click it again,
That's the
But
premise.
and you want to land
but what is the goal?
to get
get-
to the
there's
flag
an-
that's at
there-
the top of the
You
mountain.
probably can't see it, but on the bottom left corner of the screen, there's a map,
Checkered flag.
and the map has a flag, and you're trying to point your arrow towards that flag
Got it.
and then get to that.
Perfect.
I
Doing
don't know
better
if
than
this is
me.
real.
Thank you.
Two
go,
cylinders,
press it
a
again.
reservoir. Yeah, it's a pump.
Yeah.
You pump
Careful
your dick
though,
up.
because now
Yeah.
you're getting to the point where you're gonna overshoot it and go
Um,
across the mountain.
Okay. Thank you.
So
it's right there.
there
Did you
was
see
someone who
it?
had
Yep, I
he
saw
got
it. I
his-
wish I could-
He had a
oh, fuck
prosthetic
me.
dick, and so then they
Okay,
had a porn star
well.
have sex with him.
Yeah, because he hadn't had sex because maybe he was like
Do not fuck.
I
Because
thought
he
it was
didn't
like
have a dick, probably.
torn off or something, so he'd never had sex.
Bear
And he was
attack?
like, fine. It might have been a bear attack.
That's what they go for.
Yeah, they do because it's soft. That's
God
when
damn
animals.
Not like the
you,
rest of us.
Anthony.
When animals attack
Okay,
you,
we
though,
can
they'll
try
go for
again.
like your stomach, your hog,
Why?
your asshole. Actually, I think is pretty
Mhm.
common for them to go for because it's
Really?
very
Like what though?
And then we'll do it one more
the
time.
bear's gonna turn you over and say, "I'm gonna find your weak spot," like you're some sort of video game boss.
Oh, they know. Like they know. You know, they've eaten enough things in their life that they know where to.
Bears eat ass.
Bears eat ass. Yeah, they like pull it out because it's very soft in there. It's easy
Dogs
to
eat
get
ass.
at. Coyote. Maybe it's more dogs and coyotes and stuff.
Oh,
Dogs
like when there's a
eat, like,
corpse.
shit off the ground, so.
You mean
Yeah,
like
a
when there's
corpse,
like
like
a
after you
corpse? Like
die.
yeah, like if
Or
you
if you're
died
still
in
alive.
an apartment full of cats, they're gonna
Yeah.
eat your
Yeah.
asshole out. Where this is all getting cut by YouTube, but hopefully people are enjoying this on RT.
Or dogs.
Oh yeah, there was a fart leg
replay?
too.
What does
A
that
fart
mean?
leg.
It was a leg with like a bunch of whoopee cushions, so every time you stepped on it, it, would
Oh,
go-
that's good stuff.
it was hilarious. Every time.
Okay, I don't know why. I did that. Here,
Okay,
James, you
thank
want to
you.
try?
Oh
Well,
god,
I
Ryan barely
Oh,
got to go.
no, Ryan, go again then, please. He and I split it.
just was getting the hang of it.
Oh, okay. Let's see how he does. This is it. This is for all the marbles. Best 2 out of 3.
Oh, we get
First time
marbles if we win
crash,
this?
Second
Fuck
time
yeah,
we didn't
dude.
place at all, and third time.
No
It's a charm.
marbles. You can have 7,000 Hot Wheels cars though. If you
Okay.
win. Or if you lose.
Either way, they're all yours.
Musclememory.exe. You guys know what muscle memory actually is? It's a real thing.
It's
well,
like, isn't it
it's
stuff
like riding
in
a
your
bike,
brain
right?
firing?
it's like riding a bike.
Well, it's because the more you perform an activity, the more I believe it's myelin coats. It coats the neural pathway from your brain. So say you get really good with your hands or whatever. The more you do things, it has a power leakage. So say you start with 100% brain power, and then by the time you get it down here, when you're trying to ride a bike, and you can't do it very well, but the more and more you practice, the more your neural pathway gets covered in myelin, which is an insulator, which then causes it to be a more efficient pathway. And then that stuff
Whoa.
doesn't go away. So even when you don't do it and you come back to do it again, it's going to be easier to get back to doing it because
Right.
those pathways have now become super highways of neural information.
Oh, like Death Stranding.
Like Death Stranding.
So would you call muscles like a strand type body part?
A Death Strand type body part, yeah. Basically, your
Okay.
muscles look like Norman Reedus.
Is that just for physical movements, or is this also applied to like just habits and stuff like
This
mind
is for
things?
muscle memory.
Physical
It's like
things,
literal
things that-
muscle.
But like
Okay.
like guitar.
So how long
Okay,
does
yeah.
that last? Because like there's things that I can remember to do like on piano.
Uh-huh.
I learned when I was 12.
Yeah.
I can remember it now,
Yeah.
even if I haven't touched a piano in like
Yeah.
several
Forever.
I lost.
Once
all
it's
of
coated
that.
in myelin, it's pretty much there. It doesn't wear out very long.
I'm doing it now. Oh my god.
I've forgotten everything.
But what do you mean? If you sat behind a drum set right now, would you be able to play
could still
what
play-
you
I could
played
still
in
do-
high school?
Probably not as well, but yeah.
Not as well,
I mean,
but
like
yeah.
basic.
Better
I
than
guess.
me, who's never played the
But
drums.
like I've played piano, and I could not do a single thing on that anymore.
Well, you probably didn't build the myelin as much.
Yeah,
as
Yeah.
you gotta get that myelin, baby.
I should have had more myelin.
reps. That's why it's reps.
Can I just buy synthetic myelin, like
No,
concentrated
that's-
myelin?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that.
That's
Let's
the
do that.
prosthetic I
Can
want.
he
Is myelin.
prosthetic myelin?
Launch.
Launch it.
Great.
There we
Go,
go.
go,
All
go,
right, here
go,
I
go,
go.
go,
Here I
go,
go.
go.
This is it. This
This
is the
is
run.
for
This
all
is
the
the run. Oh
marbles.
shit.
So if you do,
Okay, just straighten yourself out. No.
Oh, don't launch. If you fire it when you're pointing the wrong way, then it's
Yeah,
gonna
you
want to
be going up.
Well,
what if you do too many
I like-
drugs or something? Does the myelin
Probably
go away?
that could potentially. I don't know what degrades myelin, but I do know that that's what explains muscle memory.
Fuck.
I mean, yeah.
Any other usernames want to prompt a rant?
Who we got?
Has anyone been to a fish pit before?
Oh, Fish just played in Tennessee last night.
Not that kind of fish.
Oh.
You like fish?
Sometimes. I like. That's a loaded question. You know, I don't love Fish, but I like what they've built, and I like going to the shows. It's fun, but I would never, in my own time, put on a Fish CD and listen to it.
Just hold
Right.
Y.
I'm trying, yeah.
Don't launch yourself right at the start. Make sure you're pointed up first.
It's pretty unlistenable.
Like go, 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 and then launch.
Drive a little bit,
Drive a little bit.
and then point up, and then launch.
Boom. This is the run.
No, I don't think so.
Yep. This is it.
Kaborkian. Dallas Goff.
What bands
is-
do you think
I'm just reading
are
the names
so
down.
bad that they shouldn't exist?
Shouldn't? Period.
Because I mean, the way you
exist?
guys are talking about Fish, it's very, very harsh,
There's-
right? But for me, it's just more like, oh, they've just picked a genre that I'm not interested in and never
Yeah.
will be.
Well, it's just
Right.
like the music is secondary to me to the culture.
Okay.
But yes,
So let's let me ask
I
you.
actually don't know what a Fish song is. I know the band.
No one
I know
does.
people who are.
Yeah.
I couldn't name one song
Yeah.
or sing one song.
Only people who are
Like-
They do
super.
the
step
ska- I
could
into
sing-
the
Didn't they do the
freezer.
ska cover of,
I could sing
Take
you
On
a
Me?
Nickelback song.
Yeah, probably. They're just
And it
like
still won't be
it's just
good, but at least I can sing.
That sounds like Mario.
for like 12 hours.
Yeah, for about 12 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Because it sounds good on shrooms.
I guess.
Oh,
that's
that's
the thing,
probably
right?
why,
That's
right?
kind of there.
Oh, I always
just a
confuse-
party,
I always
dude.
confuse
It's just
fish
a
and
party.
real big fish.
Well,
Very different.
shrooms
Yeah.
will break down your
Yeah.
myelin, so you got to be careful.
Yeah.
It's true.
Shit. That explains a lot. A band that I wish didn't exist.
Yeah, a band that you feel
Fun.
has no redeeming value.
Fun. The band Fun.
That one band that's like some nights
hate
out.
Yes. That is one of the worst bands.
Do you not
Take
like
me
the
to
singer?
your best friend. Is that fun?
I don't know.
Oh no, that's
No, that's
Do I
that's
not like the
fuck,
singer?
Uh,
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Take me
because
to
he's got
your
a very
best-
unique
I just
voice.
listened to this.
Oh no, I think the music is dog shit and the singer sucks.
That's
I think
Future
I
Love.
think
There's
it's
another
all
band
Love.
horrible.
that guy, I forget his name, but the guy who's the lead singer in Fun, who
Group
has that
Love.
duet with Pink
Love.
and whatever. He was in another band called the 88 or something like that in high school, and I really liked that band, but I was not a big fan of Fun.
Oh,
I
no,
think
yeah,
because it was
they're-
more experimental, and Fun was more mainstream pop culture, and I didn't like it.
I
But that
was
song
Fun.
is
We
catchy.
got fun.
And
Mumford and Sons.
No.
Okay.
Mumford and
fine.
Sons.
Oh, come on.
but this is Patrick.
no.
He's
I
because
cried
I
on
used
the
to be the
balcony
cynic.
with a glass of wine
I used to be
listening
the
to
old
Mumford
curmudgeon
and
cynic. Now
Sons.
Mumford
Patrick
and
is
Sons?
Patrick is the
Yeah.
new. So we just just remember.
It's
on
in
we
the
have two of you
playlist.
guys.
I mean, he makes me seem like completely fine. You know?
I'm not even like a
Mumford and
snob about things. It's just like the shit that I don't like. It really irks me, and especially like that shit where it's just like the fucking banjo. It's just
Well, how do
such
you
a
feel
like
about
weird
Imagine
fake.
Dragons?
I don't like them.
That
I know
one's
that.
one's more funny to me because they own the fact that they are just terrible shills. Like they're just convention music,
Okay.
right?
I
All
can't
right.
even
Like
name you
Mumford
an
and Sons
Imagine
thinks
Dragons
that they are a
songs either.
really good, cool folk band. Imagine Dragons is like, oh, Xbox
they
wants
know
us?
that they're like a kind of a-
100%.
Yeah.
a
yes.
pop mainstream band.
Write me that check.
Yeah, because that's how they're going to be rich for the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
As opposed to
The
those
music
morally upstanding bands.
Because I've
It's like-
listened
sorry,
to
it
actual
sucks.
It's not fun to
Equally, but-
watch.
folk music, and
viewers.
it's not
Radioactive,
like Mumford and Sons.
radioactive.
Oh, that is Imagine Dragons, isn't it?
They also did
I'm
that one
breathing
song.
in the
Oh,
They
man.
did that one song from the Mission Impossible trailer, where it was like they were like, "Oh, we didn't, this is from an old album. We didn't even, think of it now. I guess it does sound like Mission Impossible, but when we wrote it, it didn't even occur to us that it could be Mission Impossible." And it's literally dung 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 da dung da da dung. Like, okay.
You know,
You want us for the trailer? Okay.
a way
It's
better
crazy that we got away
radioactive
with this.
cover than Imagine Dragons is the band The Radioactive Chicken Heads. It's the
Is that
best
your
cover of
band?
that song.
That's your band, right?
No, I'm not in
Oh.
that band. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
a chicken.
Wait.
You have to
How
be a
do-
chicken or a vegetable to be in that
How
band.
do you feel about bands that have songs that are named after their band?
I think that's funny.
How do you feel about Big Country with a song called Big Country? And it's
Country.
the
I'm
only
all for
song
it.
of theirs they know. I mean, it's
Done. Go for it.
It's a gamble.
Good.
it's
is.
a gamble.
It is, but I think it works. I think it's good.
The band everyone likes that I don't like, I don't know if they shouldn't exist or whatever, but everyone likes the Black Keys. And whenever I hear a Black Keys
Okay.
song,
Not
I
really.
really hate it. Just because it's like I hate the guy's voice, and like it's just like a guy singing really good, too good. It's too
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're like the blues kind of blues.
Yeah, but I love blues.
But- no, I know-
I'm from
I-
where the blues is.
I know
but
what you're
like,
talking about though, where it's like, yeah, I know it. I get this.
Oh, dude, yeah, look at this shirt. Look at
Oh,
this awesome
shit.
shirt. Holy
Wow, look at that.
shit. Whoa.
What a
I found
shirt.
this shirt in the trash can. Some guy was like,
That's
"Oh,
about
this
right.
is the worst
Trash
band
can.
I've
That
ever
checks out.
heard."
No.
That checks out.
What?
That seems right.
That's the end of this
cut that
video.
part.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
No.
Thanks for.
This band rocks. Go check him out. They're going to be starting up shows soon.
Yeah, fuck COVID restrictions. They're gonna be doing it regardless.
Well, they're chickens. They can't catch COVID.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, everybody on the stream. Appreciate it.
Sorry I suck
I feel
so
like the
bad.
Strokes are one of those bands where it's like.
Oh, I
dude,
love the Strokes.
Yeah, what's wrong with?
I don't love the
Julian
Strokes, but
Casablancas?
I
they're
like-
fun.
I wish that he would turn the filter off.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
that would be
I
nice.
sing into a mic which sings into a mic.
That would be cool.
Like,
if you, yeah.
every song?
James.
Yeah, every
Stop
single
cracking jokes,
song.
The video's over.
Sorry, I made Ryan laugh.
Alright, say bye.
That is
I'm
true.
ending the stream. Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye.
I'm gonna go
We
Make my own
have
stream.
just for the-
in the toilet.
There we go. Alright, I'm gonna end these.
It's one of those things where if they just they're one, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah,